everyone, and welcome to February. It's already February 7th, I think. Hold on. I knew I was going to cough. Sorry about that. It's been a really busy beginning of the month. I've had a lot of work and I've been really tired. I don't know if it's just sort of still getting over having the flu or what, but I've been really, really tired. But I have been reading and writing a lot. A lot. And I just today finished this book. This is the last one I think I was in. Started on January 23rd. That's how much I'm writing. So I finished this one, and yeah, it's been great, and I'm still gonna stick with the same format. I'm really loving it. And that's basically everything in one book. For a while I was doing every other page just because it felt a little better, but then I went back to, when did I go? I went back to every page eventually. I don't know. You know, I'm always kind of feeling things out. But basically this system, which I just moved into this one so you wouldn't see it in here, but it's the same system where I have my dashboard in here with my schedule and notes and stuff, and then I put a little marker here, and then I just go through, and it's everything I do, whether it's commonplacing or writing or journaling or morning pages or my bullet journal. Everything is in this book, so it goes pretty quickly, right? And I'm just keeping I have my last two finished books up here on my desk because they're so fresh and they really don't cover that much time. So I find like I need to reference them, and my index, I really kept a great index in that last book. So for this new book, I wanted to try something with some more pages, and I wanted to find something with at least 350 pages in it because I'm going through them so quickly. And this book I found on Amazon. I can't remember the name of it, but I will put a link for it in the description box. Actually, I'll put an affiliate link in there because I can do that. And that just means that if you buy it, the price is exactly the same. It doesn't change anything for you, but I get a little kickback if people buy things with my links, which is helpful. So it's got like a faux leather cover. It's hard cover. It's very nice, actually. It feels really well made. I think it was under $10. Maybe it was $10. I don't know. But I put a little sticker on it, and I put from my comic that I love, my manga that I love, the date I'm starting it, which is February 7th. And then this book has an index. So I put my key on the first page of the index, and then I already started filling out the index. And I actually left, there's only 2 pages, so I actually left 2 pages, or a few pages just in case I needed more. And then I just started with today, and I've got my list of things to do, which wasn't huge today. I mean, things that take a lot of time, so whatever, but I'm gonna cover this up. I'm keeping my decorations very minimal. I put the date, I put my intention for the day over here, and then after this first page, it's just writing. This is a little bit of commonplacing, and then it's just writing. So this paper is kind of amazing. It's dot grid. Every page is numbered. I'll look and see in a minute how many pages there are. The dot grid is very, very faint. There's no bleed through on this paper. I can use fountain pen beautifully. Let's see, there are 2 bookmarks, gray and a blue, and it came in many colors. I'll put the link in the description. It was a weird name. I don't remember what it was called. It's lay flat. I mean, it's kind of perfect. I really can't believe it. And it has 316 pages. Really 315. This is a hard page to use. It has a pocket in the back so I can put my commonplace stickers. It came with 2 stencils, which I will never use, so I'll probably give them to my granddaughter. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty great. It fits into my pouch. It's got a pen loop that I can just stick my pencil in, or actually, I thought about just putting the highlighter that I'm using at the moment here, and I'll just keep my pencil with my pen. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of amazed by it. I mean, that's a lot of pages, and the paper's great, and it's lie flat. Page numbers, index. I mean, how great could it possibly be? And here's the thing. It's 100 GSM paper. So my last, the Leuchtturm that I got before, which is, that's what I would say this is the most like it's that sturdy. The Leuchtturm, but the Leuchtturm doesn't have this. It doesn't have a pen loop. But anyways, and it doesn't have almost 400 pages. The Leuchtturm, when I use my fountain pen, it bleeds right through to the other side. It goes right through to the other side. It doesn't bleed it. It goes through to the other side. Sometimes it bleeds. I don't like that. Then it keeps me from using both sides of the pages. And here, I can use both sides with no problem, right? It looks great. So I'm kind of stunned by it. And I just wanted to start off the month by telling you, because if you're like me and you go through a lot of pages of a journal, a notebook, I don't know, it's pretty fantastic. So I will link it in the description box. I am still reading Amy and Isabel. I have been so tired when I get done with work at night. By the time I make dinner and we sit and watch one of our shows, we watch one show every night if we're both home. So like four or 5 nights a week, we watch a 1-hour TV show, just like 45 minutes when we fast forward everything else. But yeah, I've been tired, and I've been in bed by 8:30, and I've been waking up a lot. So I don't know. The world's on fire, it feels like, and it's been hard to just kind of relax. So my notebook has been my sanctuary, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I've also been doing little paintings, and just simple little things, because I'm not going to show you all of them, but I mean, just little things with a few written words and stuff, because that's really all I have time for. I did a little video on my Substack about that, because maybe you're like me and it's kind of the same thing. It's all you have time for. Sorry, it's late in the day. I'm yawning and coughing, and oh my God, I'm such a professional. Anyways, that's really all I have today. I really want to share this with you, because you order something, it's very inexpensive, and you wonder how good could it possibly be. Well, it's really, really good. I don't know how it's going to hold up. The spine seems fine. I mean, it's sewn, right? So I don't know. The spine is better than my Leuchtturms have been, and it's much thicker. I don't know, you guys. It's pretty fantastic. So we'll see. I'll keep using it, and I will report back later in the month. But so far, I'm super happy. All right, I will see you again very soon. Take good care. Hello, everyone. So I just wanted to pop in and talk about some stationery stuff and do a little art. I'll probably make two separate videos for that, so I could just space them out a little bit. But I wanted to talk about a few things that I've really been enjoying the past few weeks. Number one, I finished my other notebook that I showed you last time. I've been doing a lot of writing. I'm in a writing intensive class right now. I'm working. Oh boy, that wasn't good. How the heck did that happen? Hold on, let me make sure I'm still in view here. I'm in a writing intensive course right now. Also, I mean, it's a really great course. And I'm doing a lot of writing, and I'm doing everything in one notebook. So I finished the other one up, and I'm just trying to work through my pile of notebooks that I have, my A5s. I've got like 3 more, I think. And I chose this Moleskine expanded I put a little pen loop in here because I just take it with me and I just stick my ballpoint pen in there. If you're familiar with Moleskines, you know that the paper, for the most part, does not like fountain pens. It doesn't even like gel pens, pretty much. So you can use ballpoint, pencil, or certain gel pens. But the thing is I actually love the paper. I love the way it feels. It's papery, right? I'm not a fan of coated papers like the Leuchtturm. I don't like the paper. It's a very nice notebook, and I know a lot of people love them. It's not that it's not a nice notebook. It's just that the paper feels coated to me. I like to feel paper. So I started this one on February 16th, and I had not glued in my little artwork yet, so I'm going to do that right now. Wait a minute. What the heck is... Oh, I'm doing it wrong. Am I doing it wrong? Seriously? Okay. Now it's probably going to be ruined. But I think I messed it up. I love these things, these little dot. I don't know. Can you fix it? I don't think so. Not with this one. I love them. They're easier than glue sticks. So I always find a little piece of artwork from my favorite manga series, which is The Girl from the Other Side. And this one just completely captures how I feel right now. Just kind of like wake me up when it's over. I'm still calling my book Starling. Whatever. It's just, yeah. This is my key still. Basically, this is my wool gathering is going to be, or commonplace, as some people call it, is copper. The writing course I'm doing is called is gold, and the book that I'm still working on is in silver. So everything is in here. I've got my index set up. It's really handy. I've got a few pages separated for that, and then I've got still my same setup with my thing where I track my appointments, my timed appointments, meals, little things like that. And then I just get into this. And honestly, I'm not going to show too much of this because I hate when people read. My book is personal, right? I don't want anybody to read it. But you can see that it's really simple. My notebook keeps getting more simple and more simple and more minimal, except it's richer and fuller. How can it? Less decorating, more writing. So I love sticker still. I love my little setup. I always use the same pen, and then I use pencil for my list for the day. These are my tasks for that day. And then I write with ballpoint. And so sometimes I put more stickers than others. Sometimes, like this was an essay that I wrote, so it's really loose and free. It's just very, here's from my writing class. It's just really simple, guys. And you know what? I love it. I love Moleskines, and I love the feeling of the ballpoint on the paper. So, yeah, this is an exercise we've been doing in Quiet Horizon. I've just got that right in my notebook. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. And this is today. So anyways, that's that. In the back, I've just got my commonplace stickers in there, and then that's it. So that's the notebook I've been using. I really love it. In fact, if I didn't have other ones to use right now, to use up after that one's done, I would probably buy another one right away. I have this one that I bought. Oh, I've had this a while. I really wanted to try this because a lot of people love it. It's the Life brand. This is the Clyde Noble Note. It's got like the graph. And I don't know why I didn't realize this when I bought it, but honest to God, the graph, the rule is 2 millimeter. It's so small. And honestly, I've done pen tests in it and everything, and it's really nice paper. There's no bleed through of anything, even with a jelly roll pen. But it's that coated feeling again, and so I don't know. And the other thing is I find it really hard to use this grid and stay on it. My eyes just don't register it. I only have one working eye that's correctable. So for me, it's really important that I can see the lines. Otherwise, my writing is all over the place. So I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I'll give it to somebody. Just rip that one page out that I messed up in the back. But super nice notebook. wow, it's just that coated feeling. So I'm learning over time, you know, which ones I love. Tomoe River paper is different. I love it because it's so thin and crinkly and it doesn't feel coated. You know what I mean? It just has a better feel. And then, hold on one second. I need to get something. Okay. So I got something. I completely unexpectedly sold a painting that was rather, it was an expensive painting. And so I put like 75% of it into my savings account, and I took the rest of it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a few things to distract me right now. And some stationery things for my desk that I've been kind of drooling over when I see them. One of them was this, and this is a Hobonichi cover. And when I saw this, I've got a clear cover on top of it. I already had that. But when I saw this, I just couldn't believe it. This is one of my favorite paintings of all time. And it's a beautiful fabric cover. It's got the whole painting. So if you open this up, it's got a couple, actually it's missing maybe one panel or two, but this painting is one of my very, very favorite paintings of all time. It came with a little card. It has the painting on it. So beautiful. This is the whole thing. So anyways, so I got this, and I thought, I really didn't need it, but I thought I would just put a blank MD notebook in here, which I like to use just for sketching. And I got a colored pencil. And so I've been doing like little multicolored magic pencil sketches in my other MD notebook, which is the only other notebook I have other than my main notebook. That's not that I have, that I'm using for quite a while now. I thought, I've been watching some videos of Peter Draws is the name of the YouTube channel. I love to watch his videos. Nowhere, my art style is nothing near his. I have no interest in, you know, like, it's not like my favorite art style, but I love to watch him draw. And I love his creativity, and I love to hear him talk when he like dubs over his drawing process. It's just very relaxing and fun to me. I really enjoy him. And about, I don't know, like a few months ago now, maybe, he got some colored pencils, and he's always used just like black pen and ink or different kind of pens with different inks. But he has been using pencil and colored pencil, and now he's even using oil paint. It's really fun, watercolor, really fun to watch. And he had this big set of colored pencils, and he would take a few colors out and do these beautiful, I think, beautiful drawings with them. And I thought, you know what? That looks really relaxing to me. So I saw this pencil a while back. It's kind of new. It's by Pentel, and it holds 8 colored pencil leads. Now, these, I'm going to show you on something else because I don't want to do it in this book. But these pencil leads, let's see. You can move this around to choose the color. All right, so if I move it here, the color shows through here. So it's red, right? And then I could just push it down. Oops, I'm sorry, I've got it on brown. Why is it on brown still? All right, here, now it's on red. I move it, the red pencil comes out. You can make it as long or as short as you want. If, this is about to die, so I'm just gonna show you. These pencil leads, these colored pencil leads are erasable. I had one, I swear this, no, maybe not. I thought this had an eraser, but it does not. Does it? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. But they are erasable if it's the same as my other ones. Yeah. So they're just really nice. They're very smooth, they're very clear, and they're very bright. All right. And it came with a set of 12 refills. Different colors that are in here. I haven't touched these yet. It also came with a sharpener if you need it. I am going to switch some of the colors out and just curate it more toward what I love. These are the colors, I'm sorry, these are the colors that came with it that are different than whatever. It's a little different. These colors, these 4 are new, I think. Anyways, or maybe one of the greens and then 3 of those. I don't know. But it's really cool. I haven't spent enough time with it yet to switch the colors out. But anyways, so I thought I'll just take one of my blank FD notebooks and I'll use this for that. And I'm going to eventually put some basic like ephemera in here, like torn paper and, you know, glue dots and stuff. So I can do a little bit of collage on this as well. But I want this to be just like really basic, eyes closed, random, just completely process oriented art. And I'm gonna do one after I finish talking about new stuff. So that's that. I'm super excited about it. I can stick it in my purse. And I didn't need it. I really didn't. I don't think I'll ever use a Hobonichi as a planner again. But I can put an A6 book of any kind in here, and I really love these for sketchbooks. So it's kind of like my sketchbook, right? And for now, I'm going to use my colored pencil in it. Anyways, I couldn't pass this up because it is my favorite painting of all time. I love this painting. Okay, there's that. I also want to show you a couple things I got from Baumkuchen. They have, every now and then, they do artist collaborations. They're all on this side. And Jen Herzig-Smith, I think is her name, is the collaborator right now. And she made this beautiful washi tape. There's 2 of them. I only got one. The other one I wasn't as crazy about, but I so love these colors. She makes ink from found materials on her land or in her home. And then she makes these beautiful, very minimalist watercolor paintings or ink paintings with them. So they also did this with this is one of her paintings, Jen Herzig-Smith, all right? And then they made it into dot stickers. So they're kiss cut dots, and you get like this beautiful variety of colored dots. So I got that one. And then there's another one. These are my stickers. Here's one, here's one, here's another dot one, another dot one. I think that's it. So if you are someone who likes like really simple stickers, these are gorgeous. This is, see, they're all a little bit different, but they've got the dots. So between these 3, you've got this beautiful variety of very neutral, soft dot stickers. And then there's these, which are swatches of her inks with her handwriting. I mean, they're just gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous. So I've used 2 of them so far. When you actually, the only kiss cut part is in here, and they're like little strips. So what I've done is I've actually cut out the whole thing so I could use her handwriting also. And they're really, really beautiful. So those are my new stickers. I'm really excited about them. I also got a roll of washi tape from Muji, and I got a few other things from Muji too. And what I'm going to do, so this intensive writing workshop is for 8 weeks. It starts this week, and it goes for 8 weeks. And so tomorrow, I am taking a big tub, and I'm taking everything out of my desk, off my desk, and off my bookshelf, and putting and storing it away. And I'm going to have a bare space with just my necessary tools for writing. My computer for typing drafts later, my notebook, and a selection of pens and pencils. And I thought I'll have one washi tape, one roll of stickers, and then my sticker book, right? And I think I'm going to keep my my Wabi Sabi stamp. So I've got a very small selection of things. Everything else is going to be put away. I want no distractions. I want simplicity. I believe in freedom and restriction. I believe that that is what makes us more creative. When we restrict what's around us and we really simplify, our creativity blossoms, right? Because we have to be more, we're more focused on what we have right in front of us, and we can make that work in many, many different ways. So that's my plan. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So my whole desk is going to be cleared, except for the things that I need. All right. And even my bookshelf, I'm going to clear it all. I'm only keeping one tarot deck. You know what I'm saying? One of everything, except for pens. Now, I am getting rid of all my fountain pens for this month, or this next 2 months, I guess. Those are all going to be put away. I don't even think I need to clean them. There aren't that many inked right now, and they're all really good pens, and they'll be fine for a little while. And I can take them out after like a month and just take them for a walk on a piece of paper, so they don't get clogged up. But even if they do, they'll start again if I just dip the nib in water. They're all really good pens. But I'm only going to keep the pens that I can use to write in here. This is a 400-page notebook, and I've only used, let's see here, I have used, well, a lot, actually. I didn't, 36 pages since February 16th. So that is a lot. So I might go through this and have to start another one, and that's fine. I can pull one out. But I just want to make it really simple for myself. And I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but I work better that way. But one thing I am going to do is I'm going to keep lots of pens around me. And I'm going to show you some new ones that I got and some of my favorites. I've kind of curated them over the past couple weeks. I love pens, so you're going to think I'm crazy, but I really don't care. Some of these I'm going to put away. And I'm going to do that right now while we're talking. I want them all to fit in this pencil bag. So these I can put away. I need my pencil lead. I want my Parker Jotter. I don't want this one. I don't want this one. I don't want this one. It's too fine. I do want that one. I don't want that one. I'm going to need that one because my other one's pretty much done. And this one's got a little bit more in it. So those I'm going to keep. A big ballpoint I don't need for this. All right. I don't want this Jetstream. I've got other Jetstreams I like better. So this is a Muji gel pen in 0.5. This is a Muji gray gel pen in 0.5. I love these because of the barrel. It's like the perfect size for me. It's really comfortable to work with. It's retractable, and the gel does not go through my notebook. I've also got it in blue black, which I love right now. I've got 2 Pentel Calms. I'm just going to keep the blue one. It's black ink though. I've got 2 highlighters. I'll keep both because this is also for my daily notebook. These are Rytec pens. I only need one of these. I love these pens, by the way. They're really, really cheap. But they are so comfortable. They're called Rytec CE Gel. And they come in a big pack. I gave a bunch of them away to different family members. But they've got a totally silent click. Listen. So for people who love to play with their pen and don't want to annoy people, this is fabulous. But more than that, they're completely silent to work with, and they have a triangular barrel that is super, super comfortable in the hand. So I'm going to pick one. I'm weird. I like everything to kind of look good together. I'm going to pick that one. Okay. Have to have my Bolograph Epica. That's like my very favorite pen right now. I need that one, and I need my mechanical pencil. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so what else do I have here? I have a Muji mechanical pencil. I do not need 2 mechanical pencils, so that can go away. I've got a Muji ballpoint in black. I'm going to keep that because I really like writing with that pen. Muji ballpoint in red, I do not need right now. Actually, I'm going to keep it because sometimes I like to make notes in the editing process, and it's good to have another color. I've got two Uniball light pens. I love these pens. They're fabulous. And I think I'll keep the white one. Muji Blue Black, I don't need that. Muji Brown, I don't need that because I have these. Uniball 1 for when I want a darker black ink. This pen is fabulous because it does not bleed through the paper. Uniball 1s, the ink sits on top of the paper, and so it doesn't feather and it doesn't bleed through, it doesn't ghost. It's fabulous for paper like Moleskine paper. So I'm going to keep that in case I want a dark black ink. This is like a dusty green ink. It's a Pilot Juice in 0.5. I love this one, so I'm keeping that. And then I want to show you these. These are new to me. So I'm going to put these in here. Probably going to have to go through this again and get rid of some things because no, that's okay. But this is all I'm going to keep out, right? I'm going to show you these. I'm not going to keep all of these out, but I'm going to pick one. Let me come back here. I pen test at the back of my notebook. Okay. So these are Muji compact gel pens. They are gel pens, right? So I wasn't sure if they would work on the Moleskine paper. This one is brown. Now it's very, very small, which I love. It's super cute. But when you post it, it becomes a regular size pen and the barrel is super wide and comfortable. I love it. It's so nice to write with. So this is the brown. So Muji compact brown in 0.5. All right, I think this is the one I'm going to keep. This is the gray. Typically I only use black ink, but I like to have accent colors for editing. So that's the gray. And then I love this. I thought this was going to be a soft pink ink. Well, it isn't. So I'm not going to use this one, but it's very bright. Although this would make a good editing color. So the verdict is out. I'm not sure. I really like the brown just for writing. So I'm not sure between these. Let me see how this looks. This is a ballpoint. They don't look that different, do they? This is warmer. I'm just going to put these all in here because I'm not sure yet. But look, they don't bleed through. They don't hardly even ghost. And this is Moleskine paper. And I'm going to show you what happens on Moleskine paper with a fountain pen. Oh, I think I'm out of ink. That's right. I forgot to put new ink in there. Like another one. Hold on. And this is Cliff ink, and it's left-handed nib. Bleeds right through. Doesn't matter what it is, it bleeds right through. So you cannot use fountain pen with these notebooks. Every now and then you get one that you can. They have a big quality control issue, but I don't care. I don't. When I use this notebook, I use ballpoint, and you know what? I love it. I love ballpoint pen. There is nothing, and I think I talked about this before, there's nothing more satisfying to me than the feel of ballpoint ink on paper, on good papery paper, all right? Or that sound that it makes. And you're never gonna hear this on the camera, but if you get a good ballpoint pen, I'm not gonna dig through there for that. Okay, let me just, this is a real ballpoint pen. Let me be really quiet and see if you can hear this. Can you hear that? Probably not. Oh, it feels so nice. But, and it has that beautiful sheen to it. But ballpoint pens, when you're quiet and you're writing, when you lift the pen and put it down, it makes like this tacky sound on the paper. It might drive other people crazy, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's what's new in stationery for this this part of the month anyways. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some music on. You won't hear it, but I will. And I'm going to draw in my notebook with my new pencil. All right? that's it. Really fun. So I look forward to exploring all these different colors and doing some really random creative work like this. I can take longer when I have longer. I can do just really quick ones when I only have a few minutes. And yeah, it's just, I thoroughly enjoy this kind of work. All right, that's it for today. I'm gonna go tackle some other things, but I just wanted to share some new things with you that I found exciting anyways, and yeah, share a little bit about my upcoming month of simplicity. So again, I'm going to do all that tomorrow. I'm going to come in here and just empty off my desk and all the drawers and everything, and I'm only going to have the bare essentials for writing. And I'll keep this here because I will need some creative breaks. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks. I will see you again very soon. Take care. Hello. I just thought I would check in. I was just sitting here writing and in my notebook, and I thought I would just check in. I finished the book Amy and Isabel by Elizabeth Strout, and I really, really loved it. And it took me a long time to read. I don't know. I'm just not really able to focus on fiction right now. It's so funny, you know, because normally, I don't know. I don't know what it is. The world's weird right now. And I started reading another book. This is by Beth Kempton, a writer that I really enjoy. I really like following her on Substack. I'm in I belong to her Substack group. And this book is called The Way of the Fearless Writer. It's an older book. It's not that old, but she hasn't been published for that long. But let's see, when was this published? 2022, so it's not that old. But it's a wonderful book for writers who have been writing a long time, or who you're just like dipping your toe in the water thinking you might want to write. It's really wonderful. And she takes the premise, she kind of organizes the book around a Buddhist principle of 3 gates. And let me find the gates. They're in the very beginning. So the 3 sacred gates, she calls them. It's the gate of liberation, the gate of desirelessness, and the gate of emptiness. And it's a great container, right? For how to set up a writing process for yourself and a writing ritual. But on top of that, she also the most important thing that I got from this book. I don't know if why is this bookmarked? Oh, these are exercises that I did that I really enjoyed. There are exercises throughout, right? But one of the most interesting things in this book that I took away from it, which is actually how I understood my own writing process for a long time, but she put words to it that really made sense to me. And she likens the writing process to the 3 states of water. So you've got the gaseous state, right, where it's still steam and, if you know, kind of amorphous and could be murky. And then she's got the liquid state where it's more flowing and flow, and the water is in its liquid state. And then she has the solid state, which is maybe if it turns to ice, right? So the actual states of the water don't mean that much, but it means a lot to the writing process. It's not really about water. It's about the way our thoughts form and how we move through them and end up with something tangible and like solid, like a solid piece of writing. So the gaseous state for me is this, right? It's my journal. It's when I'm almost stream of consciousness, or when I have a subject that I want to talk about. Like I had an example, like my writing gets really loose and messy. I've got a lot of crossing out, and it's like the first draft, right? It's like when things are just spilled out onto the page. That's the gaseous state. And a flow state, the liquid state is more like a flow state for me. So that's when, like, I enter into a meditation and I sit down very purposefully to write from an inner world, to write from a very intuitive place. And that's for me when beautiful sentences are formed, or, you know, poetry is formed. So the gaseous state is more like the stream of consciousness in my journal. And maybe I go back and I see something that has merit in here, and then I take that and I enter into this flow state, which is more like the liquid state. And then the final state, so even in the liquid state, it's not ready to share, right? This is definitely not shareable. The liquid state is also not shareable. But the solid state is when we take a piece of liquid or gaseous writing and we take the time to shape it into something that's of value, right? So it's the editing process, the revision process, the shaping process. She calls it shaping, and I really like that, more than editing. So it was a super helpful thing, like way to compartment. I don't know the words right now, but a way to see my writing process and to understand my own process of being a writer. And I don't know, I really liked it. I like books about writing, and this one was particularly good. So if any of you are interested in that, I highly recommend it. It's very approachable. It's very soft and gentle, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So that's the book that I just finished. And next, I don't really know. So I don't have another book that I'm going to read yet. I've got a million, but I just don't know what it's going to be. One thing that I wanted to, well, a couple things. I have been knitting up a storm. I finished one sock. This one's, I just have to do the toe and then it's done. And then, so these are for me. And then I started, and I knit these on 2 needles, which is a new way for me to knit socks. I usually do it on 4. And I liked it for the heel and the toe, but I did not necessarily like it for when you're just going around and around and around. I found that just moving the knitting back and forth was kind of annoying to me. I don't know. I'm so used, maybe it's because I'm so used to 4 needles, but I started another pair. Let me just grab them. And these are for my sweetheart Rick. He wanted a pair of hand knit socks, and you know, knitters will gladly oblige. So this is the yarn. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? And it just looked like him. He's a big Grateful Dead guy, and he just likes colorful things. It's not that, this was the most colorful one they had, believe it or not. So I just started it. I'm going to do it on 4 needles, but isn't that beautiful? I just love the little flecks of color. So it's like a marl, but then it has these little flecks of color in it. And he said, I'm going to wear those with sandals. So I just love that. But anyways, super fun, super, super fun. So I have been spending a lot of time listening to music that's very calming, listening to a calming podcast, watching a YouTube video about, or just really listening about journaling or notebooks or pens, or, you know, I've got my few favorites that I follow, and just sitting there and knitting, and, you know, in some of my free time. And that's been delightful. I've been a knitter for almost my whole life, so really fun. The other thing I wanted to talk about, you know what? I put it in here, so hold on. My desk is great because I can store my computer and stuff in here. I am so in love with my notebook. I always have been. I mean, I could cry, really. I love my notebook. It is such a valuable thing to me. I just can't imagine not having it near me. Maybe that sounds really weird. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, it's a very treasured thing. I chose this picture for the front of it, and I just wrote, "Wake me up when it's over." That's how I feel most days right now. So this is Starling. I've already introduced this new one after I finished my last one. Look at my index is already getting you know, I'm glad I left lots of pages. My index is really helpful to me. This is a Moleskine extended, which I love because it has 400 pages, but I don't love because it doesn't have page numbers. I shouldn't say I don't love it. It's just, I wish it had page numbers. That's the only thing. That was last week. So already, when did I start this? I started this on the 15th of February. No, yeah, 15th of February. And it is, I am now on page, oops, I didn't write the page number, 72. So you can see how in less than a week, or a little over a week, I should say, not 2 weeks yet, I would have been halfway through a regular size notebook, okay? Moleskine paper is not for everybody. You can't use fountain pens with it. I don't care. I love ballpoint pens. I love them more and more every day. I love simple more and more every day. But this paper is just delightful. And so, I don't know, it's just been a dream. And this is this week. I'm doing the same thing as I have been with my timed appointments here. You know, I never seem to put anything here, but maybe that will change eventually. And then my pages, you know, and it's sort of everything. And in this notebook, I've been using these. So I've been using the copper colored for wool gathering, the gold for my writing, and the silver for my book that I'm working on. It's all in here. And it's working really well for me. There is one thing, though, that I'm thinking about changing. And that is my commonplace book, because I feel like I'm run through this so fast, right? I mean, it hasn't even been 2 weeks and I'm already, you know, a quarter of the way through it, right? And I've got a lot of writing to do in the next 7 weeks for a big project that I'm working on, and it's going to fill up. I know this. So I've been thinking about my wool gathering or my commonplace. And after a lot of thought, I thought about pulling back out my old friend, my Traveler's Notebook, and just setting it up as a commonplace book, keeping it here on my desk. And if I'm out and about, you know, I can do this. And then, you know, just marked out, I want to put this in my commonplace book later, right? So I don't forget. And then just keep this separate. Because then it's more of a continuum of things that have held my interest and things that I'm learning and things that I care about at this time. More specific than this one, because my wool gathering book is for the words of other people, right? Not my words. So it's when I sort of transcribe things that matter to me so I can keep them. They're like, it's a container for things that matter to me that were spoken by or written by someone else. And so this book, I just put a brand new one in here. This is the grid notebook from Baumkuchen and Travelers Company. It is beautiful paper. It's got a creamy tone to it with a nice grid. Yeah, this is going to be my commonplace book. And I am not even going to put a key in here. It's just going to be one long thing with an index. So I'm going to leave like 4 pages or 3 pages in the beginning for an index, and then I'll start numbering. And when I finish each commonplace entry, then it's going to go into the index and I know what's in here. When it's done, I can store it. And I've actually had commonplace books in here before. Travelers Company has these wonderful little storage things, and basically it holds the notebooks. I can fit, I believe, 1 more in here, and then I'd have to, or 2 more, and then I'd have to get a new one. These are very affordable. And then I can put volumes and stuff on the side once they're completed, and so I know what's in here. And then my master index, right, can go in the front. So I'll make a master index of all the books that are in this container. That's my solution. So I've already kind of been doing it, but I started putting my commonplace in here, and honestly, it just gets a little convoluted for me. All right. So that's my solution. And this is going to be my new commonplace book. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to go through here I think I am. I'm going to go through this book and my previous book, which is up here. Just, I like to keep them nearby in case I want to look something up from the book before, because I always do. So I think I'll go through those two and pull out any commonplace things that I had. I don't think there were too many. I know there's only one in here. And then transfer them into this book. Because it was really only 2 notebooks that two, maybe 3 that I filled that were everything books. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. It's just so important to me. It might not be important to you. I'm sorry if it bores you. It's just so important to me. So, so, so important to me. My notebooks are everything. I think because I'm a writer, and it's just, I don't know. It's just the way it is. So I have in here, I just put a few pens that I can keep for my commonplace. I've got a black ballpoint, a pencil, a brown ballpoint, and a blue highlighter. And there you go. And then I'm going to go through my stickers. And I've got a new brown folder for this, because my brown folders have all fallen apart. This one is ridiculous. I put it together so many times. I'm going to do it one more time. But I got a new one for this, so I can keep some stickers and ephemera in here also. But yeah. And now I get to see this more often, because I miss it when I don't see it. I put it away to use for travel or something. It's not right for me for an everyday, all-day book. But I miss it. I miss its presence every day. So that's that. There's also, I am so sorry. There's also room in here to put ephemera in this front pouch. This thing is amazing. It's by Atelier Penelope Baumkuchen collaboration. And I've had this for a while now, and I just adore it. So that is my new wool gathering book, commonplace book. And other than that, this is it. I mean, this is just the best system for me so far. I really have no desire to change it. It's been wonderful. So now this is a book of my scheduling. So I have all my tasks there, my daily to-do lists that I cross off as I go or move forward in a bullet journal kind of way. And then everything I have to say in between. All my writing goes in here, and then it later gets typed into the computer if I need to. I've got my menus, I've got my calendar. It's just everything. It's everything. But all my words. And then my wool gathering book are the words of others. So it just makes sense to me. I tried it, and that was the only thing. It just felt like it was getting lost in my own words. If that makes sense. All right, everybody, that's it for today. Oh, look at that. I put it down and it went out. This is the best candle. I got this at the coffee shop we go to on Sunday mornings in Buffalo. And someone there makes them, and it's just been the best candle. It's burned really good. It's beeswax and soy with just patchouli essential oil, just a couple drops. So it's not very strong, but it just has that wonderful beeswax, slightly patchouli smell. Oh, it's just delightful. Really beautiful. All right, that's it. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you hopefully. I probably won't make another video. You know, this month was weird. I was sick for a lot, so I couldn't really film. It's been crazy busy. It's been disheartening. Oh, it's been soul crushing at times with the state of our world. But I thought I'd get something done, and I did. So I'm glad. So I'll probably put this video together and try to upload it maybe later today. And then we have March to look forward to. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here always. Any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, give them to me in the comments below. All right. Take care.